Okay, we're recording. Give me a quick.
I can't do it. The oh boy.
Give me a quick intro.
I'm a good boy. What is one of those spots in your home that always seems to be kind of chaotic, messy? You can't find everything that you have. I think for most people, and it is for us right now in our trailer, is underneath the kitchen sink and the bathroom sink. When we moved in here just a couple months ago, it was kind of a rush just to get things in and just put away so we could hit the road. So that's kind of what happened. And I didn't get a chance to make things too functional. I've been having a hard time finding some items lately. So today we are tackling underneath the kitchen sink organization and underneath the bathroom sink organization. My gloves! I knew I had them. Who knew there would be this much stuff underneath the sink? I've cleared everything out from underneath the sink. I think I'm just going to reposition them a little bit. And then what you'll want to do at home if you are following along organizing underneath your sink is to then take measurements of your space. And when you're in a tight, small space, you really want to utilize the height. So using stackable containers, drawers that are stackable, those are some items that are really great for underneath your sink. So what you want to do is really remove everything and give it a good wipe out. This is pretty clean because I wiped it out not long ago. I'm just going to reposition some of these. I think I'll probably cut it down a little bit as well. I'm not going to worry about making it too perfect down here. I will have containers that will be over on top of this, but you can cover the bottom part with pretty contact paper, make it brighter. That's always a great idea. Since we are moving around in a trailer, I want to use more of a grippy, something that's grippy underneath so that it does not move around, that it will help hold the containers in place. I really wanted to have drawers. There's these 3 drawers here that could section all of the sponges and the pads that I have so that they would be easily accessible. The way I had it in there before is I had this one, but then I had one on top of here, which I'd have to lift the whole top one off and to get to what was underneath. And so that wasn't functioning. So the reason why I needed to redo this. So what I'm going to do is put the cleaners that I use on a daily, weekly basis right in front here. This was already like this underneath here, so I'm going to take some of these out and I will put the extra cleaners in these 2. And this was a really good spot for my trash bags back here. But I think I'm going to put my, cutting boards and my dish dryer pad right here and put my extra trash bags back there in that bin because I didn't want this space right here to be too tall because I wanted to utilize stuff in the back and be able to reach and I can pull those trash bags out. Here I'll be able to get these drawers pulled out, and because of this space right here that is open in the front, what I will be able to do is get some command hooks and be able to put on the door right here to hang like my kitchen gloves, doing the dishes, maybe even my bag organizer. So that will become a useful spot, because when I close this, you need to make sure there's enough clearance inside your cabinet to be able to have things hanging on the door, which utilizing every spot is a great thing to do. Another thing you can do underneath your sinks is put an expandable rod across if you have a big area, hanging your cleaners on it or whatnot can be done with that. I like things to be really neat, clean. I really don't like a whole lot of stuff on my doors, but I know when you're in an RV, every space counts. So it's great to use every organization possible. So now that I have everything, all the containers put into place, and I know which ones I'm using, I'm going to go ahead and take the labels off. There's nothing that bothers me more than leaving like the store labels on. It's good to put labels on afterwards of what's in them, but these labels just got to go. So this little tool you can get on Amazon. It's great, saves on your manicure, and you can take off the labels with it. I'm just going to get that started, then I can peel this off pretty easy. If the labels won't come off too easy, a tip you can do is to take your hair dryer and get the label hot, and it will melt the adhesive, and then you can pull it right off if it's being stubborn. These are fun. So excited to have drawers to have my extra pads and things in. These are kind of nice. These are reusable paper towels. Does anybody use those? Let me know down in the comments if you have and how you like them. I've bought them, but I have yet to use them, so I'd love to know. I decided I do want to use this in here. Let's see if I can get this without taking everything out. There we go. So it just gives me a little bit more organization, and I can still easily reach the trash bag and pull it out when I need it. These are just extra trash bags. So I'll use from over here first. I do have a few extra products than I would normally have under here. I think I would just keep one of each product on hand. But once I use them up, it's something I won't be repurchasing again. So these are my hand towels, my kitchen towels that work perfectly down here because I don't reach for them maybe like once a week. So this will be a good spot for them. All right, now what I use weekly, I'm keeping here. The other cleaners, Overstock, and other cleaners I don't use quite as often will go back here. This is just vinegar in here that I pour into my hot water kettle to clean the hard water out on it. So I just kind of keep a bottle of that in here. And anything you need to use vinegar on. And just make sure when you're putting things together that you just put like items together. That way it makes it easy to find things. So since I don't get into these drawers, I won't be reaching for stuff too often. Mainly probably some of these. So I will scoot those over. Actually, I mean, I have my brushes here. This I actually just use to scrub my potatoes with. It's not really a cleaner. I don't use it as a cleaner. And my bottle brush. Actually, I can put a lot of these down here. I do reach for this most often, which I could set in here because I could still open these if needed, and it's just one thing to move out of the way. But this is my bottle brush, and it's kind of nice to stick it in here so it can dry and air out. I have my disposable gloves. That's something that can actually go back here in the bin. So, wow. I just have a couple of items that I think I might hang on the door. The baggie, because like we said, we left room right here in the front to add things. So I think I'll put my baggie holder on there and put up my cleaning gloves. And this item I will show in a future video. It has a couple cool uses to it. And we will stick that guy right there here to see what I have in them. Another thing to kind of give a cleaner look, I think, is to streamline your containers if at all possible. They don't have to be clear. So I'm going to use these command hooks. These ones hold 2 pounds a piece. I don't need anything that's too heavy. So anything that like hangs over the inside of your door for organizers, baskets, or hooks is a great way to use that space. So what you want to do is clean the space first, which I've already cleaned the cabinet. And then we'll say wall side. You're going to take that off with the little rounded tab facing down. And I'm going to put about 3 of them across here. And usually with command strips, you don't want to hang anything on them for at least 24 hours. Good rule of thumb so that things don't fall off. I'm just going to space these out and try to get them pretty even here. Okay, after this has been setting for several hours, you can then hang your items on it. Here's my bag holder, and then my gloves to wash dishes. Okay. So there you have a quick and easy way to add some extra space underneath your cabinet. So there we have it. The sink organization is completed. It is now functional and beautifully organized. Remember, when you're working on a tight space or a small space, to keep things vertical and make things functional. So next up, we will be tackling under the bathroom sink. So if you thought under the kitchen sink was tiny, wait till you see the space that we'll be working with in the bathroom. Don't forget, organization is about making your life easier. Make sure to get hooks, stackable containers, and bins that really fit your space and meet your needs. So if you found this helpful, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss any more organizational tips. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, I hope this gives you some motivation to organize areas in your own home or RV. Would love to hear about those spaces down in the comments. I would love to hear about organization that you are working on in your home. Until next time, see you later.